It's a new week, and with that, another opportunity to kick some butt. Let's do it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode and kicking off your week with me here as we're on the Monday edition here of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks each and every single day. And I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. The weather here in the Midwest was wild. I mean, you guys probably saw it through making your baseball bets, all the cancellations, postponements, delays, what have you. Boy, tornado warnings, flash flood warnings. What a wild weekend. Stayed inside and managed to have ourselves a good old time. Before we kick off a week of new bets, let's go ahead and make sure we recap last week. We went 21-20 last week and down just a little bit, down 0.52 units. So just a tick over half a unit is what we were down. We're still on a super impressive run though. In the last 11 weeks, as you can see there, we've been profitable in 9 of those last 11 weeks, and we're up over 30 units during that time frame, up over 30.47 units. We talk about some of the wins from last week and some of the losses of last week. Got to start right there with NASCAR. We had a fantastic NASCAR. We went 3-0 in NASCAR on Saturday with head-to-head bets. And then on Sunday's race, we just did a prop bet of how many drivers would lead a lap. And it took over 8.5, and we got that one to cash. So a nice 4-0 weekend in NASCAR. Just a good time right there. Hit our second straight consecutive Sunday night baseball same game parlay. So that was a nice win right there between that Cubs and Dodgers game. We also got the Rangers F5 money line. We got that one all the way back on Monday. That was a nice plus money bet, so that one felt good. We also got Nationals versus Marlins under 7 runs. That was the game on Sunday where there was Scherzer versus Alcantara. We've been talking about Alcantara a couple times on last week's show, and yeah, I had no problem backing him. And that was the bet actually that I used my 50% profit boost from DraftKings, so that one felt extra good. And then the last notable win there is Giants. We continued to be really good with the Giants. 2 weeks ago, we went 4-0 on the Giants, and last week we went 2-0 on the Giants. I've even said it enough on the show, like, what are you doing not betting the Giants? Maybe we're not betting the Giants enough, or maybe I'm just finding the perfect spots and betting the Giants. I don't know. We'll kind of see going forward, but that is definitely one of the teams I've definitely got my eye on based on our success rate, and obviously just based on the success of that team. Maybe we'll start putting in a couple more Giants bets over the course of the next few weeks. As for some of the notable losses, Nerfies continue to just be tough for us. Only got 1 Nerfie win and got 4 Nerfie losses last week. Wales, they tripped us up twice. We took both teams to score in that Wales versus Denmark game. Wales looked bright about the first maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Bale obviously had that good attempt, just outside the box that went, just wide of that left post. And outside of that, Wales, man, once it got beyond about 15 minutes of that opening match, they were just overmatched by Denmark and couldn't get anything done. And obviously, they failed to advance through that. And then baseball, we had a tough losses. And as I just said right there, we're only down about half a unit. If we get one of these 1-run losses to go our way, because we got 4 of them, we got the White Sox, the Brewers, the Astros, and then there was a game where we took an over, and that one fell 1 run short. If we could just get one of those to go our way, we would have had a little bit of profit on the week. Obviously, we didn't, so we obviously weren't profitable there on that week, but just a little bit unfortunate right there that we couldn't get those to go our way. But that happens. But again, we made enough good bets to limit the damage. That's what we do kind of on our losing weeks. We're going to have a losing week from time to time, right? I just said we've had 2 in the past 11 weeks, but we're not getting killed in those scenarios. So still putting in good bets, but we need to get in more of those good bets than bad bets. And that's what we'll look to do coming up this week, starting with today. Before we get on into that, I got something to run by you guys. As you guys can see, we've been talking about doing a 2,000 subscriber celebration and giveaway. Guys, we are right there. We're knocking on the door from the 2K celebration. We're probably going to hit that one day this week. But that being said, going to hold off a little bit on the celebration because you got July 4th coming up. My family is actually going to be taking a vacation. I think we're going to leave sometime Thursday and maybe come back sometime Tuesday. Leaving and coming back is a little bit of a moving target at this point. So I'm just going to wait through the July 4th holiday to kind of complete and get over with. And then pretty much when we come back in this chair, we'll guarantee that we'll be at that 2K celebration and that 2K giveaway. You guys want to make sure you tell all your buddies and especially make sure you don't miss it. You guys, great loyal fans here of Winning Bets. You guys remember for the 1,001, we gave away $1,000 on the show. Gave away $1,000. The 2K celebration is going to be big. It's going to be massive. I want you guys to be a part of it along with your friends. So tell everybody and let's do it. Come back from July 4th holiday and we'll have a nice big old celebration and giveaway to celebrate 2,000 subscribers. With that being said, let's give away some money real quick before we go ahead and hit you with these Monday bets. We're going to go over look at that NBC Sports Predictor League. We had 4 contests over the weekend. Let's start with the NASCAR ones. We had the 2 races there at Pocono. For the first race there, D-Barb coming in first place right there with 40 points. Just beat me out with 30 points. So good job there, D-Barb. You'll be taking home $20 from that first NASCAR race. Then the second one, Pocono number 2, Landon M coming in with 60. Good performance there with 60 and a good size lead and a good size win. So congratulations, Landon, right there, taking home the Pocono 2 winnings right there. Let's flip it over now to the NBA pick and roll contest where the Bucks and the Hawks game 3. Landon in coming in again right there with 35 points. So a little back-to-back win there for you there, Landon. Nice job. That was a good game. Obviously, it turned a little bit there when Trae Young, stepped on that referee and rolled his ankle, and Chris Middleton, he caught on fire right there. I was watching that game because I had a same game parlay on that game, so I was definitely dialed in that game. Just missed that same game parlay, but yeah, that between the injury and Middleton catching fire, it didn't quite go my way, but it went Landon N's way with 35 points, so congratulations to him. Then the last contest of the week there was that golf contest, the Travelers Championship. Monica coming in with 100 points. Have we ever seen 100 points? I don't know if we've ever seen 100 points. Congratulations, Monica. What a great showing there by you by snatching up and getting that right there. So D-Barb, Landon M, and Monica, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter. And each of you have $20 coming your way. Congratulations to everybody else, though. Good job by everybody. And obviously plenty more contests this week for you to win and put some money in your pocket. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get on into this Monday slate. Let's start off our Monday right. I've got 4 bets for you guys, and let's see if we can't do this and get our Monday and get our week off to a good start. First, let's jump over to this Pirates versus Rockies game. You got Pirates team total over 5 runs at -121 over at PointsBet. There is a lot to love here. Meanwhile, for the Rockies, they're throwing Freeland on the mound here, a 7.76 ERA. A 1.99 whip. Listen to this. An opponent's batting average, guys, of .369, and he's only striking out 6.4 batters every 9 innings. Guys, I think in sitting here, when I wrote down these stats and I was doing the research for this, they may be the worst pitching stats from a starter perspective that I've given out all season. I know I haven't given out an opponent's batting average of .369 all season. I don't think I've given out a whip that was basically at 2. And an ERA above 7, this guy may have the worst numbers all season long. He gave up 3 runs in 4 innings earlier this season to the Pirates back in May. And when he's out of the game and we get that Rockies bullpen, you're getting the 29th ranked bullpen in Major League Baseball. They rank 29th in opponent's batting average. They're 30th in whip, 30th in FIP, 29 in ERA, 26 in K per 9, and 26 in home runs per 9 allowed. So, yeah, when Freeland exits the game, he's getting no relief. There will be no relief coming in that bullpen when Freeland's done. The Pirates should just be able to continue hitting, and we know what happens in Coors Field. I mean, teams just hit, you see runs. So we already got all the pitching advantages, whether it's starting and bullpen advantage, and now you add in where the game is actually physically being played. Boy, there's a lot to like here at this Pirates team total over 5. So we'll back that at -121 over at PointsBet. The next game I'm going to look at here, I'm going to get 2 bets from this one. I'm doing Angels, Yankees. I'm going Yankees team total over 5.5 at +107 over at DraftKings. And then I'm going to add in over 9.5 total runs at -118 over at FanDuel. Let's talk about the offenses for a second here. You got the Angels number 4 offense, Yankees number 16 offense, and we talked about it last week. That Yankees offense is trending up. They've been in the 20s for a fair amount of that season. Now they're all the way up to 16, so they're on the uptick. Angels have remained consistently a top 5, top 10 offense. Again, they're sitting number 4 right now. Bullpen-wise, though, Angels' bullpen is number 26, so not getting it done whatsoever. Yankees' bullpen is really good. That's been the strength of their team probably for the majority of the season. They rank number 4 in the major leagues. But let's talk about the starters here. You got Bundy on the mound here for the Angels. Bundy's, if you're on Twitter, this is the famous, fade Bundy guy. I mean, he's famous for fading him on every single start. There's a reason you fade Bundy. He's got a 6.68 ERA, a 1.39 whip, a 274 opponent's batting average, and an 8.5 K per 9. King will be on the mound for the Yankees, a 4.05 ERA, a 1.38 whip, a 245 opponent's batting average, and a 7.6 K per 9. You would think by reading those stats that the Yankees should win because they got the far better bullpen, a better starter, and their offense isn't a whole lot worse. But boy, that Angels offense is really good, and King is not that good, folks. This is not one of the Yankees' regular starters. So yeah, it just made me nervous backing the Yankees to actually win the game. but I just see a lot of runs in this game. The Angels, starters should be getting hit hard. Again, then the number 26 bullpen comes in behind him. They should be hit hard. Overall, it should just get a lot of runs. So yeah, I just like runs in this game. So I did the double dip in this game. Took the Yankees team total, and we'll go ahead and take over 9.5 runs in that game. Then the last one we're going to look at here is Orioles versus Astros. I'm going Astros team total over 5.5 runs and minus 125 over PointsBet. We talked about there in the recap there about how we're not backing the Giants enough. I think the other team that maybe they're not backing enough is the Astros. The Astros are really good, folks. The number one offense in majors. What's wrong with backing the number one team in offense? We love backing the number one team in the major league. So yeah, maybe this may be another team that we may back a little bit more here going forward. So what are the Astros going up against here? Well, first they're going up against the number 25 bullpen in the Orioles. So again, we're fading another team that just has a terrible bullpen coming at number 25. Before we see that number 25 bullpen, though, we're going to get Eshelman, the starter here. He has a 7.27 ERA, a 1.50 whip, and a 297 opponent's batting average, and a 4.2 K per nine. He's not missing any bats. And that's terrible news when you're going up against the number one offense there in the major league. So love the Astros' ability just to absolutely crush. These two teams played about a week or so ago. The Astros got 10 runs, 3 runs, and 13 runs in those 3 games. The game where they got 13 runs, it was the starter here for the Orioles. So, yeah, Astros had a lot of success off him just a week ago. I expect them to have a lot of success off him again. And then again, when he exits the game, you're getting the number 25th ranked bullpen in the major leagues to attempt to provide some relief. It shouldn't provide any relief going up against this number one offense. So that's what we'll go ahead and back there. So yeah, guys, I'm pumped. Obviously, we see a lot of runs in today's game. Just give me runs. We want runs. That's what we want in today's action to kick off our Monday and kick off our action here on Winning Bets. All right, guys, go ahead and get in those bets. We're going to be talking about it tomorrow's show. We're going to be talking about a nice 4-0 sweep to kick off our week. That's what we want. Let's just start off with a nice, solid footing and can catapult us to a nice showing this week. All right, guys, go get those bets in. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Have yourselves a fantastic Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Winning Bets.